guys, we're the Nichols. I'm Kaylee and this is Jeremy. We're starting this channel to just like make there to where there's another YouTube channel, I guess. We don't have a channel name yet because my creative juices are dead at this point.
Yeah.
I've been studying all day. That being said, I am starting my last semester of nursing school prerequisites in like a week. And then I have hard classes too. I am taking anatomy, pathophysiology, and my EMT certification course. And then in August, I will start the nursing program. So I just want you guys to be along for the ride with that. Do some plan with me, some study with me, because I've got some ideas up my sleeve for that. And then do like week in the life where I just take you guys on a ride just to see how nursing school is going and that kind of stuff. Yeah, so any other ideas of things you want to see, leave them in the comments. Also, another thing that I'm going to point out is there's not very many channels of husband and wife, like with the wife being in nursing school. Because I've seen some where they're just like living with their parents or like living and having kids and stuff, but they ignore their family so they can study nursing school. And I will be managing my household still, even though I'm in nursing school. Like, still gotta keep the house clean, still gotta make meals, gotta do all that stuff. Like, keep a budget. So I might do some budgeting videos too with you guys because we are broke. So
yeah, the one thing I don't watch a lot of her nursing videos. The one thing I'll always notice though is it's always like super perfect lighting, super microphones, really high dollar camera, a really great setup, and it's like, no, I mean I don't have the knowledge, know-how, or really care to spend $500, $600 on a good setup. I mean, there's probably gonna be a lot of people out there like, well, you could spend $80 and get a lot of good stuff. I don't have $80 to throw around. I mean, and the channel's gonna probably be pretty informal. It's not gonna be a thing where it's like, hi guys, I'm putting on my $500 lipstick and $300 makeup kit, and then I'm gonna go study for 3 hours, and then gonna drive home in my super nice like SUV that my family bought me. And you know what, if you're someone out there like, well, I have all those things and like I worked for them, good for you. But the big case is a lot of times your families, our families help us out, but it's not like everything's taken care of. A lot of the stuff we have to do on our own. But bear in mind, like I said, the channel is going to be pretty informal. Just because I don't really have the techno know-how to do a lot of the editing, like lighting, is the lighting perfect? I don't know. I mean, if the
it's better than it was. We had that lamp that you see above his head on, and it looked like he was being summoned up to God.
Jesus. But no, if the lighting's not burning your eyes and you can see the people and hear the people, just remember that a lot of times on YouTube you see people, hundreds of thousands of subscribers to like millions, and they have all these perfect setups. I don't know how to do that.
We're basic humans.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But and she's going to be doing nursing. What I want to kind of do on the channel, and because we're married, we could have separate channels, but I want it to be more shared.
Because we're one flesh. Because that's the whole thing with marriage. But.
Yeah. So one of the things I want to do is Brass Corner, and if that's somebody else's channel, I'm sorry, I'll change the name. Basically talk about guns. Try to avoid politics because, let's face it, everybody's favorite topic is politics because nobody ever argues in politics and nobody's ever, gotten beat up because of politics. Both in and out of Congress. Read a book. But I also want to talk about, like, like maybe, like, watch movies and, like, talk about... Man, there's my cat.
That's our cat, yeah. Elise.
Absolutely disrespectful. But also talk about, like, movies, shows, stuff like what's the Hollywood Magazine? Well, that's where you can shoot 500 bullets. And never reload, and then the time comes where it's the ultimate fight between the good guy and the bad guy, and it's just like click, click, and it's like that doesn't happen.
The cat's just like everywhere.
If you heard something scurrying in the background, it's because she goes from docile to hopped up on really hardcore stuff. Like,
There's the kitten.
yeah. Come here.
Beautiful.
Come here. Ugh.
This is the Elise.
This is Elise. She was a shelter cat. She has the IQ of like a pebble, so.
She's smarter than that, but she acts really stupid.
Yes, you do. But also, I really like gaming. The games I like are stuff like, there she goes. A lot of like Far Cry, Gears of War, a little bit of Call of Duty. I really only have Cold War. I used to be a big Call of Duty player, but
Halo.
Halo especially, yeah.
Bioshock.
Bioshock's that in there, yeah.
He's got some good games.
7 days.
7 Days.
7 Days.
Dead Island.
Yeah. 7 Days to Die. If you don't know what it is, think Minecraft, but a smaller world, like just zombies, and instead of like cubes, instead of like cubics, it's like actual like more like 3D. But I played on Xbox, and they kind of went to the PC. The developers did, and they abandoned the Xbox. Or like, you'll be fine. I think PC has like actual like pickups and stuff in it. I'm just stuck walking like a chump. And one of the things we want to work on together is I love history, and since Gun Meme Review is taken, I wanted to do a history meme review where you take history memes and
discuss them.
yeah, and then she wanted to do.
And then I'll do nursing meme review, and we're going to do them as combined videos where we explain the memes to each other. Because that's an interesting concept that hasn't been done before.
I don't know what I just
So,
did.
we're going to do them together where we explain them to each other and to you guys at the same time.
Yep. So, and with like, I think I said with gaming, some of it's probably going to be like, hey, here, this would, I'm sorry.
Okay.
This would happen or this won't happen, and some of it's probably going to be more commentary, and like the commentary isn't probably going to be, it's probably less of like, okay guys, so today on this game we're going to go do this. No, it's, hey guys, look, they're like, they're basically just funny stuff. I don't want to like.
He's very humorous.
I can't.
You gotta get to know him.
I can be. There are certain people who find my humor to not exist, but most people they
His
do.
dad.
Yeah. No, but with the whole gaming stuff, it's gonna take a while for me to learn that. Just because, like, I play video games all the time.
It's just like the screen sharing and trying to learn that.
And if you're wondering, I don't play online because I've never actually had Xbox Live Gold, because it was Xbox Live, and then everybody had to get Xbox Live because we're storing it in the cloud now, and my mom's internet with less than 1 megabit per second could not handle it, and my Xbox One was legitimately just sitting there coughing and saying, "Kill me." So but then they have Gold now, where it's like, oh, you all have Xbox Live, but if you want to play online, cough up, what is it? It's like $60 a year or something like that. I don't
I have
know.
no idea.
Never,
we're too broke for it either
and
way.
I've never had really interest in it, so I've always said, I have enough problems in my life. I don't need the problem of some 9-year-old calling me names. And like, I performed marital acts with your mother, and it's like, I really hope not, because if so, I feel sorry for you. I love my mom, but yeah, so I mean, if you like want to see me play a certain game, you could leave it in the comments. Mind you, I only have an Xbox One. I really only have what I have unless the game's on sale. I've wanted to try and get
he
to
also has Doom.
Yeah, I have every,
except for Doom 64.
Yeah.
He's got all the rest of them.
Yeah, I got Doom.
And I will play Doom, like the 1993 version,
It's fun to
if
watch.
you request it.
It's fun to watch.
I'm not going to do it if you guys don't request it, because if you don't
I actually have my
you
controller
don't need
here
to see
just
it.
because I'm getting ready to play another game. But so this is how you can hold a controller, right? So you got your fingers on the triggers. Got to aim, you got to shoot, and then you got to move and look around. This is how she plays. See that? She will move and then. And I've legitimately about had like just an aneurysm because it's like just put both thumbs there and you can be like you're not dealing with like some advanced medical piece of machinery. You're dealing with a controller that you just have to hold like this, like a so. What is the claw? Like I don't use the claw. It's pro gamers hold a controller, something like that. But no. But I think it'd be fun because like well okay so why have another nursing channel? Well because the thing is though if you're someone who is like, hey I'm poor and I really don't like. I want someone who's going to talk to me more about like budgeting and also like if you have like you started a family because we've only been married for is it 2 years now?
It's like around a year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half.
We got married August 10th of 2019.
Yeah.
So before Corona all hit.
And before anyone says, well, how do you not know that? It's because when you're actually married, you lose track of time. If someone told me I've been married for 3 years, I'd probably say, no, really? No, that's cool. You lose track. And it's lose track of time in a good way, not in like a, like my life is an eternal agony and I want to like just die. So just, come on, take me, Jesus. But no, but like if you want to, if you are like starting started a new family, I think a lot of my department would be make how to like make time and how to react, especially like if you're a parent, you have a kid who plays video games and you just don't understand them, Nintendos or whatever the heck boomers say, and people who aren't boomers but might as well be, whatever they say. No offense to anybody who doesn't understand video games. I'm going to try and explain to you the correct way to handle video gaming in children. Not in the don't let your kids play. That's not my department. If you want your kid to play a game or not, legitimately watch them play the game. And if something bad happens, if like someone says a curse word, don't be like, turn it off right now. They said a bad word. And it's like, you said a bad word making dinner, Mom. Should I turn you off? But, and let them explain, hey, why they say a bad word? Well, they got their arm chopped off. It's kind of a human nature reaction, If I got my arm lopped off, I wouldn't be like, looking at the stump, like, well, that's still fine right there. I would be screaming bloody murder. Yeah. Which sucks that you can't drive. Yeah. If you one-arming it to the hospital. Being all gangster, like, someone's like, hey, that guy's cool. Be like, thanks, I lost it in a knife fight. And it's just a stump. More like I would be in the back of an ambulance. But a lot of like parents and like like video games and how to like respond, and I'll get more into that. And basically, it's like, how should you respond if your kid shows you something on a game? How should you respond to like, stuff that your family's interested in? And she has her tail on the camera because of short.
It's okay. It's okay.
I love that cat. Absolutely disrespectful though. Well, I don't know.
She doesn't understand. But a big thing you were gonna say, I thought, with that being said, I forgot, honestly. It's a big thing with, like, him because of how he was treated as a kid.
Yeah. Do not ignore your children.
Yeah, do not ignore your husband for nursing school. That is a big point that I'm going to make with my videos, is that I make a point to spend time with him.
Yeah, and if you're in nursing school or like in life in general, if you're in like say you're going into like medical school or whatever, you kind of become a doctor. The problem is she's told me, she's heard people say, well, I just ignored my family the entire time I was in there.
And I was surprised that my husband didn't divorce me, kind of stuff. And it's like,
the issue though is if you decide to ignore your family for nursing school, that's your prerogative. You know what? I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. The problem is, though, the more you push them away, the more they're going to learn that you basically you're not someone they're going to want around, And the big thing is, though, too, it's like, if you say, well, I'm surprised he never left me, you're not out of the woods yet, friend. You're not out of the woods yet, because the more... It'd be the exact same thing as if I just put on my gaming headphones and never talk to her for like a week. The relationship is going to either do one. If you're lucky, it's going to stagnate.
Mm-hmm.
You're unlucky because there's no positive to ignoring people who love you, right? I guess there's always exception. One thing with me is there's always an exception to the rule. However, you're lucky your relationship stagnates. The other thing is though too, first of all, they might find someone else. I'm not sitting here saying cheating is okay. Cheating is not okay, but in some situations, it's about the only thing people know what to do. Whether it's they need affirmation, it's a cry for help, something like that. That's what they're looking for. The worst case scenario is your relationship ends, and especially if you have kids, sadly you brought it upon yourself. The excuse of, well, I had 6 tests in a week is not big thing to remember. The excuse of, I'm tired, I've had a lot of tests, I have a lot of homework. Your family understands, but they don't actually they do understand. It's the thing of saying, I understand the reasoning behind you're doing what you're doing, but I don't like that you're doing it. It's like I said, if I said, hey, new game, I was going to be playing Cyberpunk, and then I heard Cyberpunk was terrible, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll wait a few months until it gets good, because I'm not going to get a refund. I paid for the game. I want the game. I want to have fun with the game. I'm not going to just say bail on the company, because I've heard decent things about the company. But if I said, hey, I can't go to bed, I can't, do whatever, I can't do anything with you, it's because I have a new game. Well, that sounds stupid, right? And you might say, well, there's a difference between gaming and nursing school. There is. But the outcome is still the same. The outcome of, if you don't, the more you push people away, the more you don't spend time with people, the less they're going to want to be around you. It's a fact of life. It's the little things too. It's not, well, I don't have time to spend 3 hours a day with each one of my kids. Of course you don't. You're busy. Of course you don't. But your kid says, hey, come here. I made something. I want to show you. I produced something into the world, and I really want to show it to you. And you say, not right now. What you're actually saying is, I don't have time for you right now. And to a child, and to an adult, and as children and adults, they're acting things differently, but a lot of times the feelings are very similar. To say, I don't have time for you right now is to basically just discard you out of their life. It's like, hey, Mom, I painted a picture and I wanted you to look at it. I wanted you to see it. And you say, oh, well, I did. And then I ask, what did you say? And they said, looks nice. No. When a child, or an adult, for that matter, produces something in the world, we also have really loud upstairs neighbors. I'm sorry. They like to stomp. I don't know why. They just like to stomp. In slide chairs on wooden floors. But when someone loves you and they say, hey, I made this, or I did this, or here, I want to, somebody made this video game and there's a cool scene in it I want you to show. And the most reaction you can give is, cool. You're basically telling them that, I don't care about it. And that's,
right. So, a big way to, do that is, I use a method for my studying where I do 30 minutes of reading, highlighting, note-taking, 10 minutes of cleaning, because I still have a household to manage, and I still have to make sure things are clean, bills are paid, all that jazz. And then I do 10 minutes of sitting on the couch, watching him play, or doing whatever to spend time with him.
Yeah.
And then, if I'm in the middle of either of the other 2 timers, not his time, but either of the other 2 timers, and he's like, hey, there's this cutscene in my game coming up that I want you to watch. Okay, pause my timer, turn around and watch.
No,
and appreciate it.
Of course, of course, if you're playing PlayStation, you have an hour and a half, 2 hour cutscene. Take that with a grain of salt. I mean, the games I play, the cutscenes are at most probably, I think the longest.
A minute.
Most would be 5. I don't even think I have any games with a 5-minute cutscene. But, you know, what I want to talk about too, and, you know, I can go into more
I
detail.
was gonna say, it doesn't all have to be this video.
No, I know.
We're already up to 20 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad for most YouTube videos. Most YouTube videos run about 20.
A lot of the nursing ones try to stay between like 10 and 20 because.
Well, like I said,
of that.
this is informal. Oh yeah, sorry. We're using kind of a.
We're kind of using his game for lighting.
Yeah.
Because it's
I'm
better
actually-
lighting than the
You actually
lamp.
can't see my feet. It's because I'm actually playing like hardcore mode with my feet. I'm kidding.
No, he's not. Because you would hear it.
Just furiously kicking the controller.
No, that's a newer controller. He's not
Well,
doing
hi,
that.
Elise.
And apparently the cat wants to be on too.
She says, "Hello, my name is Elise. I am these humans' cat, or actually their master."
She's 3.
She's 3 and getting fat.
She's about to be 4. Yeah.
You know what?
We'll also like incorporate time with her in our videos too, probably.
See, here's how you can de-stress with a cat. You lock them in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kidding. She's a great de-stressor, but she's also a great stressor because...
Look. She's actually liking me for once.
See, she likes it when she lays on her legs, because she never does. When she's at work, I'm sitting at home. It's just like... Well, that's where she sits all day. When I get up, I try to get up, and she's like, "Excuse me, what are you doing?" And I'm just, I gotta go to the bathroom. No, you don't.
Mm-hmm.
She's looking at me. She's giving me a mad look. She's like, don't trash talk me.
Yeah.
I'm beautiful.
Alright, so we're probably going to end it right there. Thank you for watching our introduction video to our channel. Hopefully we will be back with more videos soon.
Yep.
Kind of depends on when I can film in between studying.
Well, I mean, all those nursing videos, you know, it's like, well, I took like 5 tests today, then I went and got a soy latte because, you know, soy, you know, and then all that, you can find time. Also, and also the informality of the videos means that it's not going to be like, you know, well, this is a very low budget production. Yeah, because the budget's low.
Mm-hmm. Period.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and claim to you guys that, you know, yeah, you know, I just don't want to, you know, just spend all that, you know, money, like, showing off all my nice stuff. And it's like, no, you know what, we got nice stuff, but I'm not going to spend money on stuff that I don't really know how to use, and I don't really, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then, like I said, I can probably actually post more than you, except for I'm not really, you know, it's like, well, you're a gamer. Yeah, but I'm not tech savvy.
Yep.
How do you fix your Xbox then? I take a club. You want a good oak club. That's the best.
She says hi.
You want to take a good oak club and just put on your animal skin and start screaming, and then just start smashing it with a club.
He's joking. Alright, we're gonna end it there. Hope to see you in future videos.
Hope to.
And yep.
If you have any suggestions for future content, let us know.
Please leave it in the comments or
Yeah.
message us too. Like, can you DM on YouTube?
No,
No.
I don't think
Okay.
so. No, you just had like.
All right.
I don't think YouTube has fallen down the rabbit hole of DMing because that's.
Well, I'm stupid and I don't know how things work. All right, so we're gonna end it there.